Hello and welcome to ThatCrazyTurtleDude's YouTube channel, my very first video for 2017. I wanted to update you on my Ninja Turtle collection since my first Turtle Lair video, because it might look similar at first glance, but I've bought and sold a lot of different turtles and upgraded my collection quite significantly, I think. So I'm going to take you through some of my favourite pieces in my collection in the Turtle Lair, or games room as we call it. The first thing is an arcade machine that's got a hard drive in it with about 2,000 games. It's currently playing Golden Axe, one of my favourite arcade games. It's from 1989 by Sega. Used to love playing that as a kid. It's also got games like NBA Jam, Wonder Boy, The Simpsons, all those kinds of ones. And we go up here, I've got a box of my red Nintendo Wii, which was a limited edition one that had the 25th anniversary Super Mario Brothers edition built in. Quite like the box, so I kept it. Down here we have my vintage McDonald's collection, figurines, as well as some Dennis Rodman cups that are they're hair colour change cups. So when you put cold liquid in them, his hair changes colour. Because he had so many different hair colours back in the day. I first got some of those in '96 when I visited Chicago, but my parents, I think, threw them out, so I bought some new ones recently. So they're pretty cool. Also have some Rey Star Wars figures. I don't collect much Star Wars stuff, but I really liked that character from the movie. Here we have a Mario Kart that's remote controlled. That's lots of fun. You can drive it around your house if you like and scare your pets. A couple other figures there. Some McDonald's Snoopies and some Chicago Bulls stuff. I actually got that teddy bear, Chicago Bulls bear, from the United Center in Chicago when I visited in '96 to see Michael Jordan play, which was one of my life highlights, I'd have to say. And speaking of highlights, here's my 4-player Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle arcade machine from 1989 by Konami. It's an original 4-player with all the original parts, even coloured lights, coin slot, not that I think that's working. I've got a button that just gives me credits, and it's got the original board inside, so it's not a hard drive or anything, it's all original parts. And that's lots of fun, obviously, to play at parties and stuff like that. Okay, now to get into some of my turtle collection. The very first ones are just the classic collection you can get in Australia from Big W. In the States, I think, from Toys R Us and stuff like that. So they're modelled after the original Turtles from 1988, but they were released in the last few years. Some more sort of recent figures are the classic collection movie Turtles, modelled after the 1990 movie and movie characters. Sorry about the glare there. And then we have some vintage movie characters. These were released originally in '91 or '92 for the first movie. Along the bottom we have some more classic collection turtles I just got from Toys R Us here in Australia. They're pretty hard to find now though, but they're modelled after on the original figures as well, but obviously bigger and a little bit different. Oh, and I'll also show you a few other things. Got a Sega Mega Drive here hooked up with the Hyperstone Heist, which was basically like the arcade Turtles game for Sega. I just bought this. It's a repro cartridge, a reproduction, so it's not legit. I just got it off Etsy because it was relatively cheap. I didn't want to pay a fortune for an original. So that's lots of fun to play, and it has a lot of the similar features to the arcade machine that I've got, but it's a different game and different characters, and Leatherhead makes an appearance and stuff like that, so it's pretty fun. Frank the Bunny from Johnny Darko, little Turtles pinball machine and stuff like that. There it is, the Hyperstone Heist. Okay, a few more things. That's a Snoopy from, oh, I think it's, let me have a look, a long time ago. 1956, I think it says. So I found this at just a charity store and was pretty happy with that find. 1958, I think it says. Anyway, I'm a bit of a Snoopy fan as well. Back to the Turtles. Some of my favourites, the Monster Turtles, Universal Studios Monsters. I've also got a April O'Neil version of that here, which I haven't put up yet, which is pretty fun. And now some of my older original vintage ones. So basically I've focused my collection on 1988 to 1990. So the first kind of 3 years of figures is what I really go for. There's a couple of pop-ups there. So Casey Jones and Baxter Stockman have a pop-up display in them. A few more there. Mutagen Man, he's a favourite and was hard to get, in good condition. Slash has the purple belt and the red S, so I believe that's the rarest or one of the rarest versions of Slash. And a couple of other favourites like General Trag, Ace Duck with hat off, Leatherhead, Rat King, a Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles Michelangelo from the UK, branded differently over there because they didn't like ninjas, and April O'Neil from 1988 with blue stripes. Now we move on to some of my prized possessions. A Turtle Blimp from 1988-89, graded 80 by AFA in the States. So that's a sealed original Turtle Blimp, one of my favourite items. A couple of classic collection mech wreckers. I really like those. They came out a few years ago and are really hard to get now. Okay, and I just installed recently this glass cabinet. There's some of my original figures I had as a kid, actually, in 1988, so I've kept those. They're in really good condition. And some of my rarer figures, I've got a Shredder here with a soft head and a fan club flyer, graded 75 by AFA. That's a really hard figure to find. And a Tortoise Ninja, which I believe is Spanish or French. I'm not exactly sure. That's a soft head as well at the back there. Two metal heads. One you can see has the yellow starburst at the back. That's the common one. The little yellow sign over on the side, and this one has none. And that's really rare and hard to find. I'm going to get that graded soon. And down here, two Genghis frogs. Bit of a game of spot the difference. So this one's got a green belt, which is rare, and the normal common one has a black belt. And a couple more items. My Flush-O-Matic graded 85, and my Ooze graded 85 as well. Okay, and last but definitely not least, some more AFA items. I'll just see if I can get the light right. So there's a Cheapskate and a Turtle Trooper, graded 85. They're both from 88. This one's a Hero Turtles one, so even rarer, I believe. Pretty hard to find. They're in beautiful condition. And my Turtles with Fan Club flyers. So Leonardo, he got an 85 plus. These are all soft heads. Splinter, Donatello, Michelangelo, April with no stripes on the side, These are all AFA graded, so I've just finished my 10 back set from 1988. Raphael with a fan club flyer, Bebop, pink face and soft head, Shredder soft head, Rocksteady soft head, and Foot Soldier and Baxter Stockman. So they're all 80 or above. And that is pretty much my Ninja Turtle collection from ThatCrazyTurtleDude. So if you want to find out information about more information about some of my individual items, check out the other videos on my channel now, and hope you enjoy them, and hope you have a great 2017. Cheers.